makes me mad and happy at the same time? Yu Yu Hakusho's ending. Yeah. It's different in both versions. Some things about one make me mad, some things about the other make me happy, and vice versa. And today I'm going to ramble on to you guys about the differences and what really grinds my gears, so to speak, about this. It's going to be completely unedited. It's going to last a minute, and you guys are probably going to laugh at me, but I don't care. Alright, so first I'm going to talk about Volume 18, just the very end. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. First of all, I like to say that this artwork totally reminds me. So I wonder who this guy standing with all the other kings are. So we have like a little bit of the prelims, and that's it. The only fight we kind of see is Yomi versus Shura, and it doesn't last that long, which honestly I'm very happy about because that is the most boring fight in the entire season for me. I hate that fight. I like it like if I marathon this series, it pains me to watch that episode because I'm sorry, I think it's dull, it drags on, it's pointless. We just met Shura. We have no idea of anything about him. He's a little brat at this point. He doesn't have no character to him. Why am I supposed to care about this fight? If it was someone like if Kurama didn't kill Shachi, if Yomi and Shachi fought, okay, we know about these guys. We care about these guys. We already know Yomi's gonna win. We just want to see it happen. I don't care about Shura. Annoying. Yusuke speaks a few words about, talking about the tournament, saying that he liked to, do it every so many years as, like, an election of sorts. So he's trying to turn Demon World into a democracy. Alright, whatever. We really don't give any, shots of the, other rounds of the prelims, but I guess it doesn't matter because we're about to get to the finals, and this is going to kick ass, right, guys? Alright, first of all, this is one of my favorite pictures ever, mostly because Mukuro's there, and I love anything Mukuro's in. She's so cool. Alright, Emotions of Round 1 is the first title. First of all, I'd like to say that this is very interesting. We have every single demon in the whole tournament right here. All of them. So, I mean, we must see most of these fights play out at least between the characters we know about. Like, I have no idea who Nezu and Dion are, so obviously we're not going to see that one. But, we'll see Rinku and Sasuga, Chu and Natsume, maybe, Kaburo and Mukuro, whatever. Alright, I don't have to see all of them, I can at least see most of them. Alright, so, we're about to start. Round 1, we see, look at the beginning of some fights. I have no idea who any of these people are except Chu and Natsume. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna go. We see a little bit of the action here. Cool, cool. Alright, Chu and Natsume. We all know in the anime that fight doesn't really last that long, so I'm not expecting it to last long here either. And it doesn't, of course. Only about 2 or 3 pages. And, of course, Chu says that he, he really likes her and everything like that. All that good stuff. And here we have Sasuga and Rinku. Alright. Here we have this demon named Zakuro, who's not in the anime. He claims that he's going to defeat Yusuke later on in the tournament and then go on to defeat Yomi. Yusuke has his first round opponent against someone we don't know and really probably don't care about. That's fine. He defeats him with a punch. His name is Nico Baba. We actually don't even see him in the manga, but in the anime, they actually do give him a design and all that good stuff. But, again, we really don't care. And then Yusuke asks, how'd that guy do who said he was going to beat me? And, of course, we can see here that he was defeated in his first round. Pretty funny. So, tell me why it says the highlights of round 3 is the next thing. I don't even get to see anything of round 2. That makes me so angry. You know what happens in round 2? Do you know what happens in round 2? Hiei versus Mukuro. Kurama versus Shigure. Toya and, what's his face? Natsume's brother. I can't remember his name. I'm so angry right now. I can't remember. Kujo, and we have Taketsu and Jin. Why do I get to miss all these great fights on paper? I love Yoshihiro Takashi's fight artwork, and I don't even get to see it here. What the fuck? Okay, so as you guys know, Yoshihiro Takashi was very sick during the last few volumes of writing Yu Yu Hakusho, so he had to kind of brush things a little bit. This is more than a little bit. We skipped over almost 2 rounds. We skipped over pretty much a round and a half. This is not fair. Alright, and we start out with, you know, Yusuke and Yomi. Alright, whatever. I can deal with that. We're just gonna get to the big fight. No problem. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure he just put all of his efforts into, you know, doing that. So, we start off with the big punch. Yomi lands. They talk for a minute. Yomi tears off his sleeves. Getting down to business, guys. We see some, like, random scenes in the fight right here. I'm not really sure where this is going to. Oh my god, after the party! After the party. Which means it's already over. We don't get to see anything. We don't get to see any of this fight. Ugh. It makes me sad. It makes me really mad, actually. I just wanted to see this fight on paper. It would be so awesome. Alright, so then we start talking about, you know, kind of like in the last episode, Kurama and Kuwabara are talking about the finals and all that good stuff of the tournament. They start walking, so, you know, these two girls think that Kurama's a chick, and they really don't make it a big deal out of it. It's not like an entire scene like it is in the anime. They're talking about when Yusuke's gonna come back, or if he's gonna come back, and then, oh my god, look, Yusuke came back. There was no big reveal. All he's just like, when the heck did you get back? Just now. Peace. Now, to its credit, I really don't like the ending in the anime either, with Yusuke and Keiko being all, like, lovey-dovey. But it's better than this. I'm sorry. That return is better than this return. They go to a shop, and they're talking about, you know, the finals. Whatever. But we actually get to know more matches. We know that Coco lost to Kujo in the quarterfinals. And then, Kujo lost to Saizo in the semifinals. And Mukuro lost to Enki in the quarterfinals. And then Enki won the whole thing. And Enki says that he, you know, he wants people to behave themselves in the human world and all that good stuff. And he's going to make a council. Same thing like in the anime. Alright, whatever. And they learn the barrier's gone, and Kuwabara freaks out. Whatever. Looks around, getting all nervous about demons and everything. And then, hey guys, you wanna know who this is? That's Kuwabara's daddy. Yeah, everybody probably thought his parents were dead, because they're never really shown any other time, but yeah, that's his dad. Just so you guys know, he does have parents. And his parents know about Yukina. Now, I really do like this picture of Yukina right here. Her hair's down. But she still has, like, the little Ice Maiden, like, hair tie here. And she was just dressed in normal clothes. She's not dressed in that ugly-ass outfit that she's dressed in the last episode. Sorry, I'm a girl. I have an opinion about that. That outfit is horrible. I know this shit was developed in, like, the 90s, but I don't remember anyone in the 90s wearing that crap. Alright, so here, Yusuke and Kurama are talking. And then here we have, it says, reviving the detective business. Now, Yusuke, of course, is not reinstated as spirit detective, of course. But he kind of makes his own little, spirit detective business, you know, for people. If they have, like, if they're having a ghost problem, or they think a demon's after them, or something like that, they can call on Yusuke, and Yusuke will, you know, perform some services for a modest fee. He also runs a ramen stand in his spare time. We do see the ramen stand in the bonus animations on Eizo Hakusho. So, if you were purely watching the anime, you would know about the ramen stand, but you want to know anything about the spirit detective business that he owns. Alright. So, we have a couple cases. And I have to say that I kind of like them because I really do like the earlier cases in Yu Yu Hakusho. Before we get into the whole Zakuro thing, Yusuke does have detective cases. And, they don't last for very long, and they have a, prominent, conclusion and, middle and beginning and all that good stuff. And I really do enjoy them a lot. So, it's kind of fun to get back in here. And plus, we also, in this one, we have, Kurama is also joining in on the fun. So, we get all, the great characters that we have, and they're just, I don't know. I really like it. So, let's see. Also, I really like this picture. Hilarious. Alright, and they're saying aliens are taking over the world, and this is, of course, the famous picture in the anime that they have of Hiei, because they do reveal that, when humans happen to fall into the demon world, that they erase their minds and send them back to the human world. And, of course, Hiei does it with his Dragonai now. That's Shigure. Yeah, he doesn't kill himself because it's dishonorable, because he loses. He's on this team with Mukuro and her, minions. I never understood why they made him kill himself. Of course, they said, of course, it was dishonorable, so he needed to, kill himself, but I don't know. Kind of always seemed fishy to me. Now, here's some of my favorite things in this this last volume. Some of the things I wish were actually brought to screen, and that would be the romance, if you will, between Mukuro and Hiei, Here we have some memories of her past. Now, in the anime, they just pretty much say she was sold into slavery. They never got into how her body was deformed, and never actually said, that it wasn't really, it was sex slavery, not just, mopping the floor slavery. And here, you can see this is the guy who owned her, the big fat guy. Now, I do like to say this. I like this dog design. It kind of looks like Alien. It's pretty awesome. Now, I'll read some of this to you about Mukuro in case you guys don't know. It's her remembering about her quote-unquote father. She says, "My body was surgically altered so he could easily control me. I gained new scars every birthday since I was an infant. The more I resisted, the more he enjoyed tormenting me. He'd say things like, 'Shall I cut off your head?' I replied, 'Go ahead,' and he giggled like a demented child. 'That's my girl,' he said. On my 7th birthday, I poured acid on myself, hoping that would kill his interest in me. It worked. He abandoned me, which let me free to start living a real life." Now, she actually does reveal herself to Hiei, and he even says that, "Yes, you showed me those memories. You strove to grow strong." So Hiei knows all about her past, and and she knows all about Hiei's past. They've opened up to each other, like a real relationship, I guess. And he says, "Why does he still live? You know where he lives." And here we have, some, memories of, him being nice to her or whatever. And Hiei can, see her thoughts, and he says, "You cling to this one gentle act. His cruelty didn't drive you. It was your own doubt. How pitiful." And she attacks him. And I love Hiei's response to it. She totally just, almost kills him, and he just goes, "Fih." Let me see if I can get it in the screen. Fih. Hilarious. So he goes to Kurama to ask, to get, treatment and, to find a way to help her get revenge. So he does. He goes, to where her father is. He says, "Hey, bring me my slaves." The door opens. Hiei walks in with a bouquet of flowers. He says, "Who in blazes are you?" And he says, "The answer to your summons." Now he has a little flower bouquet here with a little head in there that kind of resembles the tree that took control of the elder Zakuro. And then we have he says, "It was a fake." Mukuro says, Hiei? He hypothetically implanted that cloning memory. It was programmed to start up whenever you felt the urge to take revenge on him. A sort of fail-safe, if you will, and a callous joke. He's been laughing at your emotional turmoil all along. And then Hiei presents this. His body, like a plant. Kind of like the Elder Toguro, but this one's a little bit more sinister. The Elder Toguro, the only reason why he wouldn't die, the only reason why he didn't die when this happened was because, as he said, his body was, like, immortal now. So every time he was killed, he just kept, you know, coming back. So it was never-ending pain. So her father says, spare me, please, I'll give you anything. And he says, don't be a baby, and he cuts open the body. And and of course, the guy's in pain. And he says, this is, a man mimic, a parasite plant that fuses to host flesh, healing all injuries. If you don't destroy the host brain, it'll live forever. Makes a fine gift, don't you think? And Mukuro is quite happy, and he says, happy birthday. It's so cute. Like, in a demented way, obviously, but it's so cute. Anyway. So then we get some, like, actual, like, we actually get to see, you know, Yana, Kaito, and Kido again. So here we have Yana, and he sees, like, this beautiful girl. He wants to go out on a date with her, but she kind of, like, you know, blows him off. And, he showed me, like, his best friend, who's, like, this tomboyish-looking girl. And, it actually said, like, it's, like, supposed to be, like, his best friend. And then it says, like, in, like, parentheses over here, like, these two marry each other 10 years later. And you're like, oh, Yana. Alright, so then we go to the next one. And we have, Natsume's actually training with Chu. We never actually see the two of them together after the tournament. But yeah, they actually spend their, you know, their next couple of years training together. And Natsume, of course, is still way more powerful than Chu is. And here we actually have Sasuga and Rinku together. Now, in the anime, Sasuga, like, is trying to run away from Rinku at one point because he's annoying. But here, they're still together, obviously. And here we have, it says Kaito's weekend. It's pretty much him just, like, you know, studying and whatnot. I don't know. With some girl, it looks like. Some other geeky girl. I really don't know what's going on here, honestly. And then we have one here, it's called Kito's Kindness, where he's supposed to go on a date with some girl. And he's like, yeah, that's it. Maybe she got sick. He wasn't about to call for her to confirm. And that's about it. Like, I guess, I don't know. I like the Yana one the best. Alright, and then here we actually see that Koto, Juri, and Ruka from the Dark Tournament actually all have like, their own little, like, talk show, and they're all, like, pretty popular in the human world. And here they're telling us that they all have, like, little crushes. Koto says, mine can seem very aloof and standoffish sometimes, but I think he's very kind and gentle on the inside. Juri says, he's really dense, though. I don't think he, kind of like you two if you're good looking. He's really dense, though. I don't think he realizes it. And Ruka says, that's he'd rather be doing stuff with his lame-o friends. That's something I'd like to change. And then, Jin, Suzuki, and Toya sneeze, you know, because of the old saying that if someone's talking about you, you sneeze. So obviously, I think it was, Koto likes Jin, Juri likes Suzuki, and Ruka likes Toya. I know, odd, right? And then we have, like, a little, like, drama with, like, Koenma and Botan, and they're, like, going out to eat ramen, and Agami's there, too. Whatever. And then it says, a once-a-month togetherness. Now, here, we have Atsuko, Urameshi, and Yusuke's dad! Yeah, his dad isn't, like, just, like, some deadbeat runaway. He's still right here. There he is. In plain sight. But we find out that, like, I don't know why they're together at this point. Apparently they get together every so many months. You know, he says, I remember he'd cry and jump on me when I hit you. He was 3 years old, huh? Yeah? Like, why are they reminiscing about this? He beat the shit out of her, and she's like, oh, Yusuke saved me. Like, oh my god. This is totally, like, it's terrible, but whatever. Apparently they just kind of, like, enjoyed, they're not, like, together. They just kind of, like, enjoy each other's company still. Whatever. And then, you know, we have, like, a scene between Yusuke and Keiko. This is cool. You know, they're talking about, he says, I'll be glad to whip something up for you every day if you like. And, you know, of course, Keiko gets embarrassed. Then Kuwabara and Yukina come, and, you know, that's the end of that little statement. Now, here is our last official case of the series, where we have, because the Gate of Judgment's been taken over, along with 100 Asus, including Kawima and Botan. So the Spirit Force comes to Yusuke, actually, and asks if he would help. So obviously now, this is going to be the first and only case that Yusuke ever has that actually takes place in the spirit world. Most of the other cases revolve in the human world or the demon world. In this one, he's actually in the spirit world. That could have been like a totally different ball game if that would have played out in the series. Alright, so, you know, the four, you know, are Reikai Tante on Pooh. They actually are going to use Pooh again. Yay! You know, so they go into the place. And they have to, like, you know, detonate this, like, I think it's a bomb or some sort. Oh, yeah, this is, 3 buttons. One will shut it down, but there's no way to tell which one. Then we better ask their boss. You know, so they go through the, you know, all of them, and they start, you know, beating up all the people, freeing the hostages, trying to find the boss. Alright, well, obviously, I think they kill him or something, doesn't really say, and then, he tells the rest of them to go away, and he'll disarm it. And he says his reasoning is because he's the master at BSing multiple choice things. Pooh doesn't want to leave Yusuke behind. Pooh stays with Yusuke a little bit. He says, I'll do or die, I'll press this one. And apparently they're, like, in, like, this little, like, seat thing. Kind of reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the Noah Arc episode, I know. Where, like, their spirits are in the spirit world, but their physical bodies are still in the human world. And Yusuke hasn't come back, and the other people, of course, have. Keiko calls out to Yusuke, and then, we cut to a scene where, they've just come back from Genkai's funeral, because in the manga, Genkai actually does pass away. When in the series, she kind of just, like, tells them, like, hey, in my will, I'm going to give this land to you guys. But in the manga, she actually does pass away, and then this is when they read her will, and then she says, I want you guys to make sure that this is going to be a safe haven for demons, and I want you to leave this place the way it is. Alright, so let's skip a little bit. And this is where we get that famous beach scene. And what the fuck? What the heck kind of hat is Yukina wearing? I don't even know. Whatever. Her outfit is at least a little cuter than it is in the anime. So then we have Keiko and Yusuke, and Keiko says, what did you and Genkai talk about? And you're like, what? When did they talk? And he says, nothing much. She just insulted me and then gave me a pep talk. I couldn't choose a button, so she said, stop thinking and just do it. Did you finally press the red button? What do you care? Anyway, I forget. She says, what's he mad about? And he's, like, throwing stones in the ocean. And they're like, what? Don't tell, and they're like, don't tell him, or he'd, kill me, Keiko. He didn't mean to say it, but it slipped out at the heat of the moment. He pressed the blue button. Isn't that your favorite color, Yukimura? Something else he had said. He said, they may have a god, but I have a goddess on my side. And I just think that's so cute. Also, why does she have paw prints on her sleeves? Whatever. But I think that's so much more romantic and so much cuter than just, like, him, like, having ditched her for so many years and then coming back. And then she runs over to him, you know, kicks off her shoes, takes off her, you know, whatever, and then she just, like, she dunks him in the ocean, and they pretty much just have, like, a little splashy fight. They don't actually ever kiss. Like, you don't actually see them kiss in the series. And then that's it. And it says, and then the end, and we have, you know, we have, like, a little ending picture here with the 4 of them. We have, you know, what Yoshihiro Takashi's station probably would have looked like after he was finished. And then we get some pretty awesome artwork, you know, from the series. So here we have Yukina and Sakurasu. Here we have Koku and Enki. I really like this one of Enki. He looks so much more mean. Here we have Jin, Kuwabara and Akechi, Kurama and Yoko Kurama, which obviously that picture you can see in the animated in the in his opening in Aozo Hakusho 2. Same thing with this one. You can also see this picture of Hiei animated in Aozo Hakusho 2. Then we have Genkai, young and old. And then we have Itsuki and Sensui. And then here we have Toya. And we have Rinku with some like puppet looking girl who's controlled by his yo-yos. And then of course, you know, we have Yusuke over here. I'm not exactly sure who this is supposed to be. I think it's either supposed to be Genkai or Natsume, but I'm not entirely sure. And then we have, you know, of course, Chu over here. Togoro's. And then I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Shizuru or Keiko or what. I think it's supposed to be Shizuru though. Then we have Botan, and then we have Keiko. And then I'm not sure who these people are supposed to be. I think they're supposed to be maybe Hagiri Kaname or Sniper and his sister. I do not know. But it does say the subtitle here for her, because this is her pose. It does say Kamehameha. And here's like three random like people. It's kind of weird too. The subtitles over here say, "The only form of love we accept is one that includes pain. Go ahead, expose me." I'm kind of I hope this ends soon. It's kind of getting weird. Sleeping pills or the roof? Which should I choose? I'm kind of freaked out at this point. Alright, it's over. But, yeah, I would have really liked it if that last, you know, that last little case might have been drawn out after the tournament. Like, what they could have done in the series is it has the tournament, explain, you know, and then even if they decided to bring Yusuke in the back the way they did, I guess, could have still had that, and that would have, I mean, that truly shows their love right there. He knows her favorite color, for heaven's sakes. It's blue. You know, in this one he dished her, and then she's just so happy to see him that she kisses him. But in this one, you know, he's come back, and, like, he's doing all this stuff, so it kind of, like, makes sense that, like, you know, it's kind of like they're falling back in love with each other, and at the very end, like, she still realizes that no matter what, that he's always loved her and always will, and that's what really matters here. So, you know, I really love the way that this one ends in a way. The only thing I'm disappointed about is the tournament scenes, and then that's the opposite true of the anime. I love the tournament scenes, and I'm really disappointed in the ending. So, I know I've rambled on for half hour now. If you guys are still watching, thanks for sticking around for this. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the manga ending's better, the anime ending's better? Do you think that maybe they should have a movie based on that last, this last case here? That would be really freaking awesome, like a little short based on that last one. That's really great right there. That's an awesome case, you know, to happen for Spirit World to come begging for Yusuke to come back and everything. So, let me know what you guys think. Until next time, sayonara, bye-bye.